go. The NBA Finals,
20
the
minutes of
number
the
one
funeral.
seed in the Western Conference and in the NBA overall, the Denver Nuggets have been resting for over a week, and they will be taking on the Eastern Conference champion, the Miami Heat, who were the number 8 seed, made it out of the play-in. Amazing, as after they lost in the first play-in game, here they are on their way to the NBA Finals. So I already spoiled my pick. I'm picking the Denver Nuggets, and I love the Miami Heat. But man,
Tyler Hero's coming
the
back though, Shaun.
I don't give a fuck. The Nuggets, man. What did I tell you last time, Gary? What's the altitude?
Oh.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna. I when new information comes, I don't know.
5,280
When
feet.
new information comes, I do change my thought. I'm gonna give it to you, Shaun. This is a player I heard. Dame said it. Dame said it's a big deal that the first quarter he's gassed. So I'm gonna give you a little more credit on the gas part now. I'm not gonna the altitude actually playing effect in the first quarter now. I'm gonna give you a little more credit on that one.
Nuggets. I'm picking the Denver Nuggets in 5 games. I hate to do it this
The
way,
guy who
man,
respected the
but
Heat.
I am the Miami Heat representative on this podcast, at least for the last 2 rounds of the playoffs. But everything I've seen from the Denver Nuggets, I wasn't a Denver Nuggets believer in the playoffs until I saw what they did against the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns are a new team that don't have chemistry, but they made me a believer after what they did to the Phoenix Suns. I've been a believer ever
Look at game
since,
6.
and still, I am still picking the Denver Nuggets to win this series against the Miami Heat, who haven't been resting for a week and had to go to 7 games when they should have wrapped it up in 4, just like Denver. I'm picking the Denver Nuggets to win the series in 5 games. Kevin, where are you at with this series?
So a lot of people have been asking me, once, like we mentioned last Monday, Toddy was shipping off Cancun tickets and, it was all over.
1, 2, 3,
I had,
Cancun. Woohoo!
I had the airline tickets ready.
So everyone was asking me, Kevin, who are you taking? And you know what? Against the Bucks, I chose the Bucks. Against the Knicks, I chose the Knicks. Against the Celtics, I chose the Celtics. I'd be damned if I bet against Jimmy Butler again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am taking the Miami Heat to win the championship in 7 games. The Caleb Morton show.
They're going to win in Denver.
We're taking on the road.
I like it. I like the pick, Gary. I like the pick.
Had some balls.
Joker's sitting at his house, watching the games. They might come out slow first game 1 or 2. The Celtics came down, lost game 1 and 2, and look what that put them. So I'm definitely going to take the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler in this playoffs is averaging 29 points, 7 boards, and 6 assists. And Gary's guy, Bam, is averaging 18 points, 9 boards, 4 assists. And they're going to have to go against the dynamic duo. Last week, we talked about them arguably being the best duo in the NBA with Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Jamal is averaging 28 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, along the Joker going with 30 points, 13 boards, 10 assists. It's not going to be easy, but Eric Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler are going to figure it out and put their heads together, and I'm taking the Miami Heat in 7 games.
All right. We'll pass it around. Gary, where are you at with this series? Tell us why. And we'll circle back around for the finals MVP, but tell us the outcome, Gary.
I wanted to say something about the Bam thing, but anyways. All right. So I get right here in my notes. I'm scrolling down looking, and I got the Nuggets in 7. I got the Nuggets in 7. I'm still respecting the Heat, but like I kind of Kev already mentioned, there's been no answer for Jokic for any player in the league right now. No one can guard him, doesn't matter who's on him. So I think he's going to do his thing. I think the key in this series is going to be Jamal Murray in the clutch. He's been a high performer in the clutch right now for this Nuggets team. And I think the bench guys are going to be a wash, as in I think both benches are going to be playing well. They come down to the superstars. And I think, like we said earlier, like Kev just mentioned, I think the top 5 duo that the Denver Nuggets have are just going to be a little bit too much for Jimmy Butler and Bam to handle. Again, I'll repeat my take on Bam one more time. I liked his so far. He's still the guy still alive out of the guys.
You got cooked on social media. It's okay.
They cooked you.
I got cooked. They
So
cooked
hold
me,
on,
but you know what?
Before you finish, Gary, since you have said that, Bam has averaged 12 points.
I know. He's been doing
6 rebounds and 2 assists. It has been downhill.
But give him credit.
Quick.
He's back. His team is
Give
keep
Jimmy
on pushing.
credit.
They going to the finals,
you can't
baby.
Escape
You
this.
got the finals cap on.
You can't escape this.
I can't. Because you know what? I said in the same thing take, and I'm going to stand by that. I won't say that. I never said he was a better player. I never said that I'm going to take him in the long run or anything like that in this career. I was talking about this playoff series. I'm gonna stand by. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm right. I'm right. I don't really care. I'm gonna stand on simple fact that he's been a dog all series, and he's been keep being a dog. And I love his energy, I love his hustle. So keep doing your thing, Bam. You're gonna have the same Jokic. I guarantee Jokic gonna put the same number he put on AD. And if he doesn't, then we're gonna be scratching our heads. So I got the Nuggets in 7, but like I said, the Heat and how much they're gonna be tough. I think the crazy part, they're going to be playing in 2-3 days. It might be tied. I don't know how that game one's going to go. It's always a fill-out game. I don't know if it's going to be rust,
5,280 feet.
Yeah, it was going to be rust or but out of every team in the league that actually can handle that is the most conditioning team in the league, which is the Miami Heat, which every other player, every other coach says the Miami Heat are the most well-conditioned team. So I don't know how that's going to be too much affecting in this one, Shaun. But again, according to Dame, it has a big impact. So I would say I got the Nuggets in 7. I respect the Heat. I think they're going to try hard. I think they're going to get very to the end. They're going to push this Denver team just because of coaching and the willpower. But at the end of the day, I think it's about time that the Denver Nuggets get their first NBA championship ring. They've been knocking on the door. They got 2 superstars in the making. And, yeah, I think they also got an all-time great and Nikola Jokic, 2-time MVP already. So I got the Nuggets in 7.
Jaevon, you're the last person that we have not heard from. Tell us your NBA Finals pick. Now it will be your unbiased NBA Finals pick.
One second. We'll let Vaughn go. I got to shout out Vaughn for the hilarious. Forever I'll remember this. I don't think y'all remember. The funniest thing was after they won game 4 or 5, I forgot what it was, 6, he put the Undertaker come back to life, and I was dead. Perfect timing, Vaughn. Perfect timing. I was like, perfect timing. I kept thinking, now that's a good one right there. That's a good meme you threw in there. We need a shout, because Vaughn got some good memes he be throwing out. So perfect timing.
The group chat, legendary. That's all we'll say. Nah, man. I got the Nuggets in 5 games. Nikola Jokic is probably the best player in the world right now.
He knows.
I said a while ago that Steph Curry was the best player in the world. That aged like milk. I wouldn't say like milk, but it was just that how quickly it turned around. It was after they beat the Kings. He had 50, and then this, that, and the third, and then they went on to lose to the Lakers. Nikola Jokic has just been. I saw Paul Pierce say, I think it was on KG's podcast. He was saying, Jokic, there's the B.
That was the meme he sent.
Paul Pierce said that Nikola Jokic, you can't let him rebound and pass because he's gonna get his buckets. But if you let him rebound and pass the ball, if he's getting 10 assists, 12 rebounds, they're gonna win every time. Usually when Nikola Jokic has triple doubles, it usually translates to win. Jamal Murray has been playing like the best point guard in the league. I'm pretty sure he averaged 30 this last against the Lakers. I'm pretty sure he averaged 30.
Pretty close.
You could argue that he could have been the Western Conference MVP just on how well that he's been playing. Just the way that their team as a whole has been playing now. I have on Shaun and Vaughn. I've been the one to call out Michael Porter Jr. for the big contract that he got, the extension. I think it was like $100 and some million. He was a guy that really couldn't stay on the court. He had back issues, but he's been a guy that's been he's been grabbing a lot of rebounds for them. He's been, he's a guy that can he can hit 5 threes in a row. He can get hot really quick. KCP, the Lakers are probably kicking themselves for trading Russell Westbrook to DC, and then KCP was a part of that trade, and they ended up getting Russell Westbrook, and then they ended up trading Russell Westbrook. So KCP is a guy that can go for 21, give you 20 points a game. Bruce Brown is a guy, I guess, that can give you 15 off the bench. I think their team is just very well-rounded, and they have a lot of guys that can consistently score. Their 3-and-D guys are, borderline scorers that can get you 20. So, and Jokic is in the middle, the centerpiece of all of that, and he's a guy that, he wasn't – all the guys that won 3 MVPs were like Hall of Famers. Well, he's about to be injured. He's about to be like in one of those conversations of one of the best players ever. You could argue he's probably the best Nugget ever right now.
But would you retire Carmelo 15 or Jokic?
Melo's had that conversation last week.
And I love Melo. But Jokic obviously has 2 MVPs already, so I mean, it's just like, damn.
Yeah, as I said that extremely sarcastically. Sorry, Mello.
I mean,
No.
Jamal.
Sergio retire
I mean,
15.
and Jamal Murray's a guy who could for sure definitely win the Finals MVP. Just the way that he played.
mellow.
If he plays like that in the finals, he definitely has a chance to win Finals MVP. But obviously, Jokic is the guy, poster boy, 2-time MVP, this, that, and the third. They're probably not going to win without him. But I just think it's going to be a lot for the Heat to handle. They consistently make their threes. I'll say that. The Celtics were way too spotty this entire series. They'll give you one game where they hit 60%, and then you get tonight, like 20%. You're not getting that from the Nuggets. The Nuggets are going to consistently shoot above like 30% from three, 30, 35% in the 40s. You're going to get that all day long. The coaching matchup is I think it's dead even. I think Michael Malone is one of the top coaches in this league. Eric Spoelstra is probably going to be a Hall of Fame coach. It's going to be a coaching clinic in this finals for sure. I think you're going to see a lot of baseline side out of bounds, fresh out of timeout plays that are going to be drawn up by these guys, and it's a lot. It's going to be a lot. Kings are still kicking themselves, but they got their own mic now. But Michael Malone is a guy that a lot of people kind of overlook as far as when you look at coaches in the NBA. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league. Obviously, they got to the NBA Finals this year, but I just think the Nuggets are just too. Jimmy Butler, he just did it to my Celtics. I mean, he's a guy that's just been on a tear. Kawhi, like we've said, a Kawhi-like run when Kawhi was a rental for the Toronto Raptors and they won the championship. It's getting there. It's giving all of those type of vibes. And
But you got Nuggets in 5.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think I think this team is way too good. They swept LeBron. So I mean,
let's not act like the game was like a 7-point margin.
Yeah, so
every game.
I got a quick
in
fun
total,
fact
I think
for
it's
everyone.
Like 7 or 8.
So
Yeah,
fun fact via StatMuse, Nikola Jokic hasn't lost against the Heat since the bubble. Interesting fact. Oh, so it's been a while. So I mean, Jaevon and I giving the Heat one game, that's not crazy.
Let's forgot there's
Finals
a little
MVP,
bit
I'm
bad
gonna go
blood
with
too, I
I'm
think,
gonna
in
say-
Miami
I'm gonna say
for
Jamal
Jokic.
Murray.
Jamal Murray, that's a
I'm
hot
gonna
take.
say Jamal Murray Finals MVP.
Okay, and
Jokic.
so and Gary says Jokic. I just want to say real quickly to respond to Gary from earlier. The reason why I applauded Kevin's pick of the Heat winning the NBA Finals is I'm just glad that someone was standing on Heat Island because I abandoned them. I was glad that someone was on Heat Island.
He got off the island.
I got off the island. I apologize, Heat Island. Kevin, who are you picking to win Finals MVP and why?
Amy.
It's got to be Hemi. Caleb Martin will have a say. In
Jaevon said
Caleb
Caleb Martin
Martin
should have
will
won
have
Eastern
a say
Conference
in that.
Finals.
I'm trying to look and see what
Come
the
on
odds are
now,
for
yeah.
finals.
I wouldn't be
MVP.
surprised, but yeah, if I put my money down today,
Yeah,
like I mentioned, for him to average 29 points, 7 boards, and 6 assists in this playoff run, people are saying this is arguably, a Dirk run. We're comparing it to Kawhi, and there's only way to top it off with a Finals MVP. So I'm taking Jimmy Butler.
All right, and I am going to go with Nikola Jokic as well, Gary. I just think that the captain is steering the ship, and if they win it, it's going to be his. What do you think, Gary?
No, I was just gonna say, I did pick the Nuggets in 7, but I don't think the coaching advantage is as close as Vaughn thinks it is. Just because, let's not forget, this Eric Spoelstra team. Eric Spoelstra has been to the finals already multiple times with LeBron and also with Jimmy Butler himself. And Jimmy Butler has been to NBA Finals, and this squad has been tasted NBA Finals before. So, and just Kevin's defense more on his side that. This is actually going to be, I think, a very close matchup. And I know the whole Lakers and Celtics would have been a ratings spectacular and so great for the NBA, but I feel like this is going to be a great finals to watch. And yeah, it's kind of like that. I guess you could say that Kawhi Leonard type or Dirk Nowitzki type run where actually Dirk beat Kobe, LeBron, and Durant on the run. And just like, hey, Jokic just beat LeBron and KD on that run. Let's see if you can knock down Jimmy Butler. So I think it's going to be a close one, guys. I hope you two are wrong up there. 5. That'll be too quick of a finals. Let's get a couple more games for the NBA to go. It's good for the pod.
I don't see the odds for Finals MVP yet. probably not even out yet.